I abandoned my kids in a Walmart parking lot. But before we get into the video, I want to give a shout out to the comment of the day. This person right here, apparently he or she loved my video maybe a little too much. Also, fun fact, if you hit the translate button, it says you just nutted. Well, did you? Either way, if you want the chance to be in a video, just leave a comment down below. I read every single one of them. And thanks for all the support. But let's get to the topic of the day, being alone in the crowd. What do I actually mean by that? I guess I'll start by describing myself. You know, I wasn't the popular kid in school, but at the same time, I wasn't unpopular. I was still pretty well known by a good chunk of people, and I have never really been too bad at talking to people in my real life. But as I grew up and went through my school years, I realized that there's so many people around me and people who want to talk to me, and yet I felt so isolated. I could pretty much blend into any crowd for the most part. I even remember in high school, I was assigned to this group of girls for a group project, and I could get along pretty well with them. And this one girl told me they were very surprised by how I was acting and pointed at a different group of guys that, well, I usually talk to in that class. And she was like, I could only really see you being there. I pointed out, oh, I can just switch how I do things based on who I interact with. And she was like, that's pretty cool, being able to play both sides. But the thing is, and this will probably be one of the more major things I'm going to bring up, yeah, I can be on both playing fields, but I can never really fully fit into one. Like a lot of things in life, I feel stuck in the middle, or a better way to put it, purgatory. This unwanted isolation. Some people tried connecting to me in school, and I'm not going to act like I'm perfect. The way I responded in most cases, or not responded, were very rude for somebody trying to be nice to me. And I do feel very grateful to them, and I'm very sorry that I couldn't be a better person at the time. You know, sometimes it's just kind of hard to tell who cares. That jump to try to feel a connection with someone that doesn't really feel halfway. It's kind of ironic. I had so many people around me, and yet I felt so alone. You know, you can always like the same things as somebody, but not in the way they do. So even if it's related, you can't really join in, and it gets really fucking annoying at times. I'm not even going to lie. At this time in my life, I would really only say I have real 2 friends, and even then, I have to take breaks sometimes because sometimes I just can't connect or just really can't get myself in the mood to talk to anybody. And I would say it's definitely due to me having more trust issues with people, because even with them, the people who are on my highest trust level probably only get like 50% of me at the time. And even though it's a bit embarrassing, I really do appreciate them. Even though I can be a real asshole at times. Though they do know about this channel, so if they're watching this, fuck you, lol. But, back to topic. I find myself struggling over the same shit over and over. You know, the cycle just never stops. But you know, the funniest thing is, I know the solution. It's to strive for something genuine. The risk of simply walking forward and being honest with yourself and with others. It's scary, you know. If someone knew everything about you, would they still accept you? I don't really know. But you know, life is about that risk. It's about taking that step forward and to keep trying. Someone once told me, do you really want to stay like this forever? Or would you rather do everything to change your current reality? You might recognize that because I made a paraphrased version of it in my last video, maybe 2 videos ago, but that message never really left me. That person is not in my life anymore. To clarify, she's not dead. But she has been gone for quite a while. And they were probably the closest I got to fully trusting someone, but I fucked it up. And even though she's gone, she left me with a lot to think about. Even till this day. I'm not sure when I'll get out of this purgatory of my own creation, but I believe in the potential that things can change, and honestly, you should too. Whoever's watching this, if you're stuck, please, for the love of God, don't give up. Things can get better. And while I can't guarantee anything, I truly wish you luck in your life. There's a lot of bad out there, but I also think there's a lot of good as well. And we just have to fight for it. Just remember, somebody cares. And in conclusion, drink water.